Hi. So have you ever wondered what happens beforehand to the energy that gets transported into our house to plug in our phones, for our appliances, for our lights, and everything more? What happens before they get transported into our houses? Or what factors, a lot of factors happen before? What resources, is there a natural resource that is involved in the production of that energy? Or are they all artificial? And how are they harnessed? How does those buildings or structures harness that energy? And why do I need to know about this? Why? Like, it's unlimited. We have a lot of resources. Why do I need to know about the resources? Well, that is why I am here. I want to show you and ask you at the same time what, how, and why the resources of the next generation. But before all of that, let me share a quote first from R. Buxter Mill. It is, "I am a passenger on the spaceship Earth." This quote can have a lot of interpretations from a lot of people with a lot of different mindset. But for me, this my interpretation for this quote is that I'm just a visitor here on Earth. Nothing is permanent. I'm just a visitor. I'm just a passenger. So I have to take care of it in order for the next passengers to enjoy it as well. It's like how we are in other people's houses. When we go to theirs, we take care, we be careful so that we don't break anything and that still can be used. Same here. We are a passenger, we are a visitor. So we have to take care in order for the next passengers to enjoy it and take care of it as well for the next passengers and then on to the next and to the next. But going back, what are the resources that we need to take care of as the passenger that we are? Well, I could only think of three energy sources, but there's a lot more. I will provide three. First one, wind energy. Huh? How does wind turn into energy? What is the process? Why is wind used as energy? Isn't the wind polluted already? How? Well, windmills are in the process of it. Just a simple breeze can make that blade spin and spin and spin to generate that energy. But how does it actually work? Well, as I said, a simple breeze can make the blade or the rotor spin. And with that, as that is spinning, there is also a shaft inside the nacelle connected to a generator. So as the rotor spins and spins and spins, and as the shaft spins and spins and spins, the generator creates kinetic energy. And then that kinetic energy gets converted, same inside the nasal, into the usable energy that we use in every day. After that energy is made, it goes down the cable inside the tower onto the balance of electrical system onto the grid where we can use it. But what else? Is that the only source of energy that we use? There must be a lot of windmills to power the entire world. And no, Do you know that we could also use water or hydropower? How? How though? Or where? How do we also put water in the windmills in order to generate the power? No. There are these things called a multi-purpose r- dam or reservoir. But how? How? Well, how does a reservoir work? So first, they build this big reservoir beside a water source for a continuous flow. And then, as that water flows down to the reservoir, there is a turbine connected into a generator. As that water flows, it makes the turbine spin, g- and also the generator generating electricity straight into the grid so that we can use it for consumption. Is there more? Water and air. Is that it? No. There are geothermal energy. What is that? Do we set fire to the turbine to make it spin, then generate electricity? No. So this is what a geothermal power plant works and how it looks. As you can see, it is not quite the best source of energy, because all of that smoke is going straight into pollution, contributing even more. So this is how they work. Hot water from underneath the earth. Why is the water underneath the earth hot? Geothermal power. That is heating up the water inside the earth. And as that hot water boils, steam goes up it onto a turbine and a generator that converts it into energy, goes down into the cooling tower to release the smoke, as you saw on the image earlier, and back into a injection well where the water is returned to Earth. So, after all of that, why do we need to conserve these resources? What is the purpose? We have a lot of water, we have a lot of wind, we don't need to conserve it. But we do. Actually, those power plants or sources have been contributing to the depletion of resources on Earth. They have contributed into the pollution leading to destruction of Earth or the environment. These smokes contribute to the air pollution every single day. That's why we are still looking for um, other ways to get energy so that we don't damage Earth. Because as I said earlier, we are just passengers, so we have to take care of it. Going back, these resources are needed in our everyday lives. Not just energy, but as the water are being used to generate this energy, it is also being used in everyday lives. Taking a bath, drinking, watering plants, and that also contributes to the pollution. See, every resources mentioned in the first image I showed you, they are all connected to produce one. So that's why we need to take care of them. If we soon run out of clean, usable water, then we have nothing left. What do we use to brush our teeth, to take a bath, to drink? And same here with the geothermal energy power plants. Look at the terrain that happened. There's a lot of digging and manufacturing and places where it should have been just natural, but there's a lot of buildings. It has destroyed some surfaces, and this is not the only power plant here. There is a lot. So it has destroyed a lot of soil or places used. Could be used for planting, but instead we have these infrastructures. Don't get me wrong, they are useful, but it is also doing more harm than good. So, before I end, my point has been yes, we can harness and we can use the natural resources there is, but we should also take care of it. We should know when to limit the use, when to take care of Earth, because at some point, if we do not, then we will run out. To end this presentation, I want you to think about this quote and think on how you could be a great passenger and how you would take